Happy Thursday, everyone. With Thursday, it could only mean one thing, and that is Throwback Thursday. We are back in Hagenstedt doing our thing. It is November. It's a unseasonably mild November, 60 degrees outside according to the weather. If I'm looking at that right, 60F, that's crazy. In my neck of the woods, I would be outside if it was 60 degrees at 5 o'clock at night. I don't do a lot of farming at night, but I thought, you know what, let's do something a little bit different. It's a beautiful evening. It's Thanksgiving in November here, and I decided to take care of a neighbor's field for them as a nice gesture of Thanksgiving. They've done some things for us throughout the years, and I'm going to help them out. I got permission to borrow the tractor from his wife and their cultivator, and we are going to get this field cultivated for them because we're good neighbors. We're good neighbors. Let's light this rig up. You know, I have the all lights mod enabled. I'm not sure really how much of a difference it's making, but we're just going to get busy. We're going to get to work. I hope you're all having a great Throwback Thursday. If indeed it's throwing something back, hopefully only throwing good things back at you. Let's see if we can get GPS. It looks like we've got GPS to work with, so why not? A B, we'll try a 0. Do we have lines enabled? Lines are on. Oh, that looks beautiful. All right, let's shift it over a little bit like that. Let's do one other thing that I don't usually have on. Let's do dots. It looks more like a runway at night, doesn't it? All right, we'll go with the runway. So we just need to get this field knocked out for them. They've done a lot of things for me over the years, and I feel like just giving back a little bit to them. It's a good time to give back. It's always nice to give back when you can, right? And like I said, I don't do a lot of farming at night, and I just usually, I think partially because of recordings, I kind of feel like in general things just are better recorded during the day, but just for my personal preferences, I kind of prefer playing in the daylight. But sometimes I'm thinking this is a nice look, a nighttime look. I don't mind it. I do have we're gonna skip, I think, a little bit here so we don't have to worry about our turns being so tight. Let's do a little inside cab just for a little bit. Like I said, this all lights mod, I think what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to take what are normally initially your dims. According to the mod author, it's supposed to make the dims bright so you get an extra light out of them. I'm not really seeing it doing that. But, yeah. We'll take what we can. Maybe it only works with certain... maybe it only works with certain tractors, lights or something like that. I don't really know. But I figured we'd give it a shot. Speaking of mods, nothing for Wednesday. I'm recording this Wednesday evening, and not a new mod in sight today. So it seems like we go some days with no mods and then other days with several. I don't know if mods are just kind of slowing down now, and maybe Giants is just kind of clumping them together a little bit more than normal. Not really sure. Looking forward, very much looking forward to the premium expansion coming out. That's a sharp looking cultivator. Amazon. I gotta get the gas pedal down. But yeah, looking really forward to premium expansion. I think that is really gonna give this game a much needed boost since we're this far into it. What are we are going, boy, we're going into year 2. Aren't we? We are going into year 2 of the game. So yeah, I think it'll be nice to have a little bit of a freshness to it. I guess we're getting some carrots. Is that the only new crop we're getting is carrots? I'm not sure if that is it or not. Maybe they're holding out on us. I don't know that any other new crops were announced, or maybe I missed it. A bunch of new equipment. It'll be interesting to see how that all works out. Plus, we're getting the Oxbow pack. We're getting the Oxbow pack coming up here in September. Hello, Mr. Tree. I don't think that's got a lot of excitement to it. Just I've been kind of watching the forums. It doesn't seem like it's carrying a lot of weight. It's a small DLC, so I don't think it's I don't know, how much to expect really from the excitement level. Plus, let's face it, I think most people are getting ready for the premium expansion, so there's that. I went ahead and picked up the Oxbow DLC. Today I went ahead and paid for it. Had a little discount there on Steam. So I decided, yep, I might as well just go ahead and pick it up. And really, it's just the one piece of equipment I'm particularly interested in, and that's the merger. And even at that, I don't know how much I'll use that merger, but it does look pretty sweet. And I like the look of Oxbow equipment. I think Oxbow equipment looks pretty cool, but we'll see how it goes. Mostly for me, I just want to see the game develop new crops. I think they need to expand on animal husbandry quite a bit. I feel like animal husbandry has just been kind of stagnant. I mean, there's been some progression to it, but I feel like it's been slow. I would love to have seen, for me personally, instead of Silver Run, I would have much preferred there to be I know this is gonna offend some people's preferences, but you know what, we each have our own dislikes and likes. I honestly would have preferred, instead of Silver Run Forest and all the forestry stuff, I would have preferred, if I can see it, pick a lane here, see where we're going. I would have preferred there to be a big animal map with a bunch of animal updates. With different ages of animals and maybe a new animal, ducks or something, I don't know. I would have enjoyed that so much more than the forestry stuff. But that's just a personal opinion on what I enjoy. And I know there were a lot of people out there that did enjoy Silver Run Forest and do enjoy it and really liked all the forestry stuff. It's just not my bag, it's just not my thing. So maybe someday, as a platinum expansion, maybe I'll get my wish and it'll be either like a really big, quiet birds, It'll either be like a really big animal update with a really cool animal map, or I might even go as far as to say just one big expansion of big machinery, North American machinery. Do it kind of like Silver Run Forest, but do it as a farming map, or maybe even an animal map with farming, and just have a bunch of big stuff. I don't know. And I know that's easier said than done. You know, you got to get all the licensing, and you got to get all that stuff and get it all put together. And I know that's probably much easier said than done. I would still like to see Giants get some more brands with for their trucks. Let me pick a lane here. There we go. So for semis, so we've got Mac. Yeah. And with Silver Run, we got what? Volvo? It'd be pretty cool to see Giants get in with Peterbilt, Kenworth. And I know that it's probably, and you know, we're not going to see old stuff from Giants, right? Really? I wouldn't think, because manufacturers aren't going to want to showcase 20-year-old brand equipment. You know, if they're going to put it in the game, they want to showcase their newest, latest, and greatest. Which is fine if we got, you know. I thought for sure we had more than just MAN and Mac, and yeah, for some reason. I know there's a lot of mods out there for, at least for PC and Mac players. I mean, it's not difficult necessarily to find a Peterbilt or Kenworth. Who am I missing? Peterbilt, Kenworth, Freightliner, Freight Shaker. I had a buddy that I worked with a few years ago, and they had a really small family farm. Nothing big. It was a small family deal it was kind of a part-time farming thing. I think maybe their dad was still kind of doing it. Oh, look at that look right there. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. We need to do something, though. We got to get rid of this runway lights. That looks pretty sweet. Pretty dramatic here on Hagenstedt. I don't know what that sailor's thing is. A clear night, sailor's delight. Is that what it is? That doesn't look too clear, but it looks pretty wickedly cool, though. So yeah, this guy's little family farm, and they had an old Freightliner truck that he would drive to work every once in a while. I don't really know why, other than maybe because he could. I probably would if I could, you know. I always thought that's what I want for my main car, is I want a big Kenworth or Peterbilt. I'd want a cab over, and I'd want a big sleeper, and that would just be my daily ride, you know. I mean, granted, not the most economical, but certainly very relaxing. We're gonna try and hit a few of these lanes a little bit more. Oh, that didn't sound good. That sounded like some gears were getting grinded there. I don't know what that was all about, but that didn't sound too healthy. that looks good. I don't even want to hit the horn. That's a little bit, that's a little better, right? That's not your default beep beep horn. That sounds like it's a little bit better, but still kind of weak sauce. Do these tractors honestly come with horns that sound like that? I'm gonna guess the answer is yes. Yeah, that just doesn't sound good. I just can't imagine going to the dealership and you're looking at a brand new tractor and, you know, it's got 250, 300 horsepower. I mean, granted, the top of your head is probably up to maybe, depending on the size of the tractor, maybe your head reaches the top of the tire in the back there. Thing is massive, you know, and you're just thinking power. You're thinking home improvement. Remember that show, Home Improvement? You're thinking home improvement. Rah, 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 rah. And you hop in it, you fire it up, and the guy at the dealership's all excited. You're getting all excited. And then you hit the horn. And it all goes away. It all just goes away. Yeah, it goes away. It's like Roadrunner. What a great cartoon. I think out of the Looney Tunes cartoons, The Martian, I think he's probably him and the Tasmanian Devil were always my favorites. Anytime the Tasmanian Devil or The Martian was on, that was probably my favorites. I loved those characters. Yosemite Sam probably made me laugh the most, though. Yeah, it just has to find a gear. Yosemite Sam made me laugh the most, though. He was just so, out there. It's hilarious. But the Roadrunner cartoons, brutal, absolute. You know, they talk about violence on TV. I think you'd be hard pressed to see a more violent, find a more violent movie or violent show than the than the Roadrunners. So Wile E. Coyote, yeah, Wile E. Yeah. Let me try to find a gear. There we go. I mean, they were blowing each other up. They were falling off cliffs, and it was also like double, triple pain. It wasn't just falling off a cliff. It was falling off the cliff and then having the edge of the cliff fall on top of you, or on top of him. So he hits the ground, plus he gets this multi-thousand-ton boulder that lands on his skull. I'm surprised they honestly just didn't have the Roadrunner come up and just lift his leg and take a pee on him after all that too, just to top it off. Let's see if I start from a stop. There we go. We've got a little bit better gears that way. A little better gear selection, I think. But yeah, he was slamming into boulders, getting hit by cars. That wasn't uncommon. Blown up by dynamite. What else was there? I'm trying to think of the other violent ways that poor guy got wrecked. But it was like the A-Team, you know, where nobody ever died. You know, Wile E. Coyote never died. You know, maybe he got hurt. Once in a while they'd show him they'd show him all bandaged up or something. But he never died, and nobody on the A-Team ever died either. You know, all these bad guys that were chasing B.A. Baracus and Mr. T. What was the helicopter pilot's name? The crazy dude, Murdoch? No, Murdoch was the lead, right? So you had Murdoch, Mr. T, B.A. Baracus? Bad Attitude Baracus. But I can't remember. Can't remember the pilot. I want to say it's not Radar. That's from MASH. Anyways, you all know. You'll tell me. Let's see if I can find a spot where we haven't gotten yet. It's hard to see. Your view might look a little different than my monitor. Things are pretty dark on my monitor. But I'm seeing where we need to go now. We're getting close to... I think we're getting close to getting this field wrapped up. I have not forgotten about our silage bunkers. Those are definitely fermented. So we need to... we'll get to those as well. Look at how dramatic... that sky is. That's insane. Let's hit the inside a little bit. And wasn't there on the A team, wasn't there occasionally, wasn't there a girl, like a repeating girl, not like one of what's his name's girls, but a more common character? I forget. It's been a while since I've seen the A-Team. Holy cow, I think we've wrapped this field up. It's looking pretty good. Let's check it out and see if we have indeed full success. We do indeed completed field 18, cultivated. Let's go ahead and collect on that. Say goodbye to our neighbor's tractor and cultivator. Oh, hello chickens. It's kind of creepy in the dark. Oh, here we go. That's a horn. It sounds a little not right, but not horrible. Yeah. It needs to be a little fuller. Alright, so let's check out our silage bunkers. We should be at 100%. We are indeed. We are indeedly. Alright, let's see if we can take a couple minutes. We might as well. It's in the dark, so bear with me. I'm bad at this even in daylight. It's hard to see because the light's going underneath that shovel, so it's kind of... Let's check it out. Am I getting anything? Oh, I'm getting something. Oh, yeah. You know, it wouldn't hurt to plop down a working... If I was going to do this all at night like this, I would be plopping down some kind of a floodlight over here. Make life a little easier. Now, I messed around with this a little bit before I started Throwback Thursday, and one thing I do remember is the tip point for this drop-off here is a little sketchy. And by that I mean you really have to dump it towards the back of it, if I remember correctly. As far back as you can go. Let's stop it there for a second and see if we have... I think yeah, see, it's not showing any silage. Maybe I went too far. That should be... Where's my dealie? I guess I could turn it on. All right, now we're showing silage. So I guess I was just going too far. Seemed like I remember it being really touchy on where you put this stuff. But I think we're okay. Beautiful. Probably lost a little bit from going back a little too far, but that's all right. Let's see if we can get another scoop. Like I said, I'm not great at this even in the daylight, let alone night. Come on. There you go. I guess we could. Oh, nope, backwards a little bit, Brett. Not forwards. Now, if I remember right, because I haven't done this in a long time. Now see, it doesn't look like it registered any of that silage we just put in there. Kind of bummed about that. So I don't really know where... Yeah. That's disturbing. Do we want to store methane and digestate, or do we want to sell? I guess it doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, it didn't trigger what we just put in there. So I'm not sure what the deal is there. This is kind of the issue I had before when I was playing around with it. Is it seemed like that trigger didn't want to always work very well. Let's give it another shot here, see if we can. Yeah, I'm grinding it. That's right. Let's see what we got here. I will try. Maybe, no, not, there you go. A little bit back. There you go. Let's try like right on top, just like that. Now maybe, it picked that up, or at least most of it. I don't know where the rest of it's going. Let's take a look. We're probably not going to be doing all of this at night, but I do want to see decoration lights. Oh, yeah. Yeah, see that, yeah, that's what I would do. A Big Daddy like that maybe. Land is not, well, that's too bad. That's too bad for you. Maybe something like that. What else do we have? Little guys? Just little guys? We don't want little guys. No. We want big guy. How much for the big guy? 1,500? That's not too shabby. Except it needs to be more over on the other side. Let's put one there. And then we need one more. We need one more kind of over here. Like maybe we can put a couple on the... But just for now, there we go. That's picking it up. Oh, it opens my doors when I get in. I like that. And then, of course, we'd put down about 6 more of those lights and brighten this thing up. You can see it from the International Space Station. Or as the Flat Earthers would call it, International Fake Station. What do they call, what is that, the moon landing deniers? Is that what some of those people are called? The moon landing deniers? The International Fake Station. I've always liked that one. Alright, let's see if we can't make a go at this. Let's just try. We'll try different places to put this stuff. See if we get lucky. I picked it up, I think. I don't think it picked all of it up, but what are you gonna do? Pretty relaxing job, though, really. I have not tested Corsplay's bunker silo out this in this version yet. Brad, just come on, buddy. No, you're digging into the cement there, Brad. But you almost have to in order to get that, you know, that stuff right there. You gotta dig in. Yeah, get it. Get it. Yes. I think I mentioned to y'all when we first started on Hagenstedt that I spent a lot of time at this BGA, and I ended up getting Corseplay, a really good Corseplay job set up on here, and it was a little. It seems to me like they've improved their bunker silo tasks or setup a lot better than it used to be. But I remember you used to have to set up a stop point, you know, then you'd click on that, and then you'd go forward and you'd click on another and create another stop and reverse. But hey, it worked. Once you got it set up, it was pretty rock solid. Yeah, you also had to set up the height of, you know, so you'd get your bucket way up there and you'd tell Corseplay that's how high I want the bucket to go, and it's all coming back to me a little bit now. But like I said, once you got it set up, Corseplay, we're gonna get, come on bucket, I want 100%. I don't want any of this half bucket stuff. I think that's why I'm pretty sure. You're gonna hit the, no, Brad, you're gonna hit the bunker. Or clamp for you Europeans, right? It's a clamp. Wasn't really paying a lot of attention, but I have a feeling a couple of these loads I haven't had full buckets, and that's probably why I'm not seeing so much going into numbers wise. Oh, that thing gets a little light in the rear loafers there, doesn't it? That's nice suspension travel there, though. I think you can get can you get a rear weight for these? Yeah, you could get a rear weight for this thing. All right, let's see where we're at. Oh, that was a nice one. 27,000, almost 28,000 liters in there. And if I remember right, this will only hold so much. I don't know what the total volume would be. And then you kind of have to let it work its way through some. Oh, our little buddies aren't spinning, though. That's kind of a bummer. Little augers aren't spinning. Alright guys, I think that's going to do it for this episode of Hagenstedt. I think we're going to... I'm looking to see if there's any collectibles around here. I think we're going to call it a wrap for Throwback Thursday. Wait a minute, did I just see... I thought I saw something... No, nothing? No collectibles? Oh, that's a bummer. Free money? No free money? Are we skinny? Can we fit through? Yes, we can. Well, let's call Hagenstedt a wrap for today, and then we'll pick this up next time and get our bunker silos finished up. We're back on Tranquil Waters tomorrow to finish up our soybeans, I believe we're working on, and get some other work done. Maybe do a couple laps at the skate park. But thank you all for joining me again. I really do appreciate all of you guys, your views, your comments. Always much appreciated. Have a great rest of your day, Thursday, and take care of yourselves. Make sure you take care of each other. And I will see you tomorrow back on Tranquil Waters. Bye for now.